What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 101. And we start today's episode off with some player training. Yep, new century episode, same shit. Player training begins the episode, of course. But we do change our drills to mark a new century's worth of episodes. And as you can see, I took out Pellegrini's drill and one of Toney's as well, and gave two to Esposito, our academy player so far. The only player in the academy, our left winger that's under 60 overall, and therefore when he comes out of the academy, we won't be able to check his potential. So we're going to get to 60 overall, and then when he does get a pro deal, we'll be able to find out how good he'll be in the future. And for our first game of today's episode, it's a big one as well, as we take on Torino away from home in Turin. Right now, just 12 games to go in the Serie A season. We are 3 points behind the league leaders Inter Milan, who of course, as we know now, have leapfrogged Juventus and now take the lead in the race for the title in the Serie A. So the top 3 separated by 3 points, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, no more slip-ups between now and the end of the season if we are to be crowned champions. We've got to keep this win streak going and get a big win here. So away against Torino, one of my former career mode teams, and I love my Torino career mode back in FIFA 15. For those that watched that series, Poloski the Punisher, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, now taking on Torino away from home. Always got a soft spot for these boys, of course. But heading into the game, I was going to play like I had a soft spot for them. I was going to be aggressive right from the first minute, and right from the first whistle, we were on the offensive and looking for goals. And on the back of the 4-0 demolition job of Manchester City in midweek in the Champions League, we wanted to follow on from that big win with a big win here in the Serie A. And in the first 35 minutes, we've been 2 or 3 goals up. We hit the post there for Orsolini as we were still dealt at 0-0, and it felt like for sure at some point we were going to get ourselves in front, but we just couldn't find the back of the net. Ivan Toney would then smack the woodwork a couple minutes later, so twice we'd hit the woodwork in 3 minutes as we were still tied at 0-0, approaching the break, and the frustration was beginning to show. We were creating chances, but just couldn't get ourselves the goal to go in front. But right before the break, the top scorer of the division rolls through Orsolini, who goes through one-on-one, and Ricardo smacks it in with 20 seconds of normal time to play in the first half. And I love this guy so much, man. He was the reason why we got this goal as well. Not just because he scored it, but after the through ball was played forward, he slid in on the Torino defender to win the ball back, play a 1-2 with Ivan, and smack it past Zach Steffen and in to the top corner. Orsolini this season has been our second best player of the campaign. He's been phenomenal. 6th goal of the Serie A there, and an important one as well, as he fires in front and gives us the much deserved lead heading into half time. So Torino 0, Roma 1, finally the deadlock broken, and in the second half we kind of conserved energy a little bit really, with Juventus coming in 3 days time in the second leg of the Coppa Nazionale semi-final. I didn't want to force the issue and go too hard on Torino, knowing that we had that one goal, defending very securely. I thought we just knocked the ball around, looked to hold on to the ball, hold on to possession. That's what we did. We did have one good chance. Steffen made the save, but in the end, once again, the reason we got the win was due to our defense. We are the lowest scorers in the top 4 by quite some distance in the Serie A, but that's not the reason why we're in touching distance of Inter Milan right now. It's our defense. Another clean sheet notched up. We've only conceded 8 goals all season long in the Serie A, and whilst Orsolini was my man of the match, I had to shout out Ferro and Romagnoli and really all of the back 4, because they once again were superb. Didn't allow Torino a single shot on our goal in the entire game. 1-0 the final score. Roma march on, and for Inter and Juve's sake, they continue to look over their shoulders. We are going absolutely nowhere. Still, for the second of 3 games today, it is now time for the Coppa Nazionale semi-final second leg against Juventus, and of course in episode number 100 we faced them in the first leg and got the big 2-1 victory away in Turin. Now back home, and as we know here at the Stadio Olimpico, if we keep a clean sheet tonight, we are into the Coppa Nazionale final for the first time since taking over Roma in our debut year and avenging the demons of last season when they were thrashed by Juve by 4-0. 90 minutes, clean sheet, and we're into the final, but against Juventus, that's easier said than done. Second leg, Coppa Italia semi-final, Forza Roma. Clean sheet, notched up on the weekend. That gives us so much confidence heading into the game tonight, man. Seriously, just shut Juventus out for an hour and a half, and that's us in to the cup final in our first year with Roma. We've been asked to win it by the board, and I think it is our best shot of silverware this season too. So if we can get off to a great start. Oh, Shohic! Wow. I mean, lovely little build-up, but we don't see a replay. That's how bad the shot was. I think it was closer to the corner flag than the far post. Šorić, my goodness. Delit to Oyarzabal. And Oyarzabal looking to feed it through to N'Golo Kante, who's found a bit of space to go for goal. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! And Juve, who had to score tonight, have found their opener through N'Golo Kante, the French midfielder with an absolute thunderbolt. And the visitors draw first blood away in Rome. And give the former Chelsea and Leicester midfielder mad props for that one, because I did not expect him to just blast one into the top corner from 20 yards. Finds a bit of space on Ferro, little bit of an opening, and Galini has got no chance. Wonderful strike, Roma 0, Juventus 1. Well, due to the away goal ruling, they still need to score another, so I'm feeling very confident, because I don't think we conceded 2 goals against the team at home so far this season, but if anyone could be the first to do it, it will be Juventus. Dybala inside, what a save by Galini, and Werner hits the deck as it trickles behind for a goal kick. Galini with a brilliant save. We got to wake up out there. Our defence broken down again, and thankfully Werner, after being denied by Galini, could not keep his balance. 1-0 Juventus, it could have become 2, it should have been 2. We had one chance early on in the first half. Since then it's been all Juve, and as the half-time whistle goes, we needed that. Very shaky end to the first half. Juve are in front. 45 minutes to go, we're still going through on away goals, but if they get another one, we are in trouble. Nerves and the pressure right now. If Juve get a goal, then they're going to win this game. I can't see us scoring tonight. I can't see us getting a goal. We've got to make sure we're tight and disciplined at the back, and Romagnoli and Ferro don't lose and break concentration. I'm looking for my boys in the back line, the 2 centre-halves that have been so good all season long, to have a great second half here and ensure we get this win. Pinamonti, lovely ball to Pellegrini. Diaz. Pinamonti. Oh, Szczesny with a good stop. Still 1-0. Fernandez to Cristante, and out wide is Pellegrini. Waiting for Diaz to make the right run there, so I can play him through. Oh no, go down! Go down, Diaz, you're too honest, mate. Go down, there was contact. There was clear contact. You go down, that's a penalty, and instead, there's a chance for Juve on the break. Bernardeschi off the bench. Into Kante. Shot comes in, Ferro blocks it, and Romagnoli with a tackle on Kante, and we will escape. Diaz, go down! Ferro, good interception. Now Brignola off the bench down the right hand side. If he can get away from his man here. Brignola, yes, he's got the pace. He's got men arriving. One is Orsolini! Off the bench with his first touch to surely win the tie for Roma. 2 goals in 2 games for our number 11. And Riccardo Orsolini has surely sent Roma into the Coppa Nazionale final. What a ball by Brignola off the bench as he finds Orsolini, and with the first time finish outside the left boot, past the outstretched arm of Szczesny into the bottom corner, Roma have got the leveller on the night and the goal to surely send them through. What a fantastic counter. Obviously, we were going through anyway, but the goal gives us breathing room as Ferro with a big header gets it away. Because it means that even if Juve score now, we'll head into extra time. And oh, of course, Orsolini off the bench. First thing he does, first touch of the ball, is put it into the back of the net and surely secure our progress. Oh! Pinamonti is going to have his first cup game without a goal this season, but you know what, whilst he might have fired a blank for the first time in the Coppa Nazionale, it's not going to matter. Roma are in to the Coppa Nazionale final and have avenged their demons from last year. A 4-0 defeat over 2 legs a season ago, but tonight we get the job done with a 1-1 draw, courtesy of Orsolini coming off the bench and ensuring we can book our place in our first cup final with Roma. For 3-2, the final score over 2 legs. 1-1 tonight. Oh, what a game, what a tie, what a win. When we took on the job here at Roma, we knew who our main rivals were going to be domestically for the time we'd be at the Stadio Olimpico. Juventus, of course, the lads from Turin, the most dominant side in Italian football in the past decade. But to knock them out of the Coppa Nazionale in the semi-finals, avenging Roma's demons of last season, when of course they were thrashed by Juve 4-0. I've got to say, despite all the big wins we've had this season, that might have been a draw, but winning the tie felt so good. As we advance today through the calendar, as you can see, we'll be taking on Inter Milan in the Coppa Nazionale final as they took out their Milan rivals in the semi-finals over 2 legs. Our 12 games to go in the Serie A. As you can see, they are leading the way in the Serie A right now, 3 points ahead of us in the table. So I would have preferred to have faced Milan, with no disrespect to Milan, right now in 4th place behind us in the table, but Inter Milan in the Coppa Nazionale final, that would be the penultimate domestic game of the season, right before the Serie A final day, but I would say it's our best shot of silverware right now. Still 3 points behind Inter, 2 points behind Juve in the Serie A, and in the Champions League, whilst we've got 1 foot in the quarterfinals right now, I'd say that one game in the penultimate domestic game of the season against Inter Milan, that is going to be our best shot of silverware. So after making it through to the final, I'm pumped, I'm buoyed by that, but it is still going to be a tremendously difficult task taking on right now the side that are the best team in Italy. Still, for our third and final game of today's episode, as March is now here, we kick off at home against Fiorentina as the lads from Florence would come and take us on at the Stadio Olimpico, looking to notch up another win here in the Serie A and keep the pressure on the 2 teams above us in the table right now. But Fiorentina in 8th place are looking to cement a place in the Europa League for next season. So into the game, I felt some pressure. And Lord knows, for the first 10 minutes, that pressure paid off for Fiorentina. They got themselves a goal up through an absolute howler from yours truly. And after the first two seasons in this career mode, I gave away so many goals from playing out from the back. In the past couple of years, I've gotten much better, but for this goal, it is an absolute shocker. What on earth I was trying to do there, I do not know. Gave the ball away with Paul Lopez inside their area. We blocked 2 shots, but the third time of asking, Fiorentina get themselves in front, and I only have myself to blame for that one. That wasn't an unlucky goal or a dodgy deflection, that was my fault, trying to pass up from the back and got it horribly wrong. So Fiorentina led the game and led Haynes to the break as well, and I was really up against it in this one. I was struggling mightily against the lads from Tuscany, just couldn't create that many chances. With 15 minutes to go, Gedson Fernandez would put us back on level terms and score his first goal in a Roma shirt since coming in on transfer deadline day for £35 million, and what a relieving goal it was as well. If you're going to win the title, you need a little bit of luck along the way, and I'll be the first to admit this was a very lucky goal. First, a deflection off the tackle ricochets right back to him, then his shot is blocked but also comes right back to him, and at the third time of asking, Gedson Fernandez smacks it in for his first goal for his new club and puts us back on level terms. So Roma 1, Fiorentina 1, as we were pushing for a late winner in stoppage time. Orsolini tackle goes down and stays down momentarily, begins to hobble a little bit, and some big concerns on the faces of all the Roma fans here at the Stadio Olimpico. Orsolini stayed down but then got up and almost won us the game as well. With the final kick of the match, he smacks the ball from a tired angle, beats the goalkeeper but hits the top of the crossbar as it goes behind for a goal kick, and the referee blows the final whistle. Final score at the Stadio Olimpico, Roma 1, Fiorentina 1, a really damaging slip up, and with both Juventus and Inter Milan winning at the same time tonight, that means the gap at the top of the table has gotten even bigger with just 11 games to go. 5 points to deficit now. We've still got time to make it up, but it is going to be very tough now on the back of that big slip up. And as for Orsolini's sake as well, as he hobbled off the pitch come the final whistle, how bad is that injury for Ricardo? If he's down for the rest of the season, I'll say it right now, there is no chance we win the Serie A title. Please, Ricardo, please, shake it off and be okay for the next episode. With that word, today's episode of Career Mode, guys, so big thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode featuring Juventus, Man City, and the Orsolini injury details very soon.